Hi everyone, welcome to a Crafty Yarn episode 22. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Samantha.
So we've had a really productive couple of weeks in
yes.
crochet. It's actually been very rainy weather, so it's been the perfect weather to just sit down and crochet.
It has, yes.
So I've been doing quite a few pattern tests again.
Quite a few of them actually been released. Yeah, which is good. Yeah.
So the first one I think is my favourite plushie that I've ever crocheted.
I do agree with that, yes.
So this is my bee bear, which I just think is so adorable. So it's got the little antenna on the top of his head and then little wings on the back, which I think is just so cute. And then it's stripy like a bumblebee.
It's a really nice size too, isn't it?
It
like
is.
the other ones you've made have been quite small.
They have, but this one is a beautiful one to cuddle. And the shape of the little feet is really cute.
Yes. I think the face is cute too.
I agree. It's got a nice big like nose, which is embroidered, and then it's got safety eyes. And then these little ears. And this was actually such a fun make, and I definitely want to make some more. I'm thinking of just doing like a plain bear without the stripes. And also I would like to do one with red and green stripes for Christmas.
Be perfect, wouldn't it?
It is, because I'd probably just leave off the antennas and just make it a bear.
Yeah.
Next up is the biggest plushie ever. Now, if you look at the pattern, I don't think it's actually supposed to be quite this big, but I had to use a different yarn because they didn't have cream in the one that I usually get. So she's a little Easter bunny, so she's got these lovely ears at the top, and she's got a little Easter basket that have little baby crocheted eggs in them. So for her eyes, I decided to make crocheted ones, and they're quite big, and I think that makes her look quite cute and sort of animated. So I am thrilled with the way this one has turned out, but like, if you look for scale,
it is huge.
Really big. But I think that actually just makes her really cute, and we're going to put her on our sideboard for Easter and bring her out every year.
Yeah, I think that'll be gorgeous.
So this is a bit of a contrast in size to the last two. So this is a little mini bunny pattern by Rachel's Crochet House. And this is the same as a sheep that I made a couple of months ago, I guess.
Yeah.
And this has turned out really cute, and I'm actually going to give this as an Easter gift. So she's got lovely big bunny ears and then a flower crown. And I think that she actually looks quite sort of mischievous.
I agree.
So next up I have this little mini sun pattern. So this is a mini version of a bigger pattern that was released, and this one's been released as a free pattern on Instagram. And this looks really, really cute on my bookshelf. So next up I have Baile the bunny. And this is such a cute little bunny, and I really enjoyed making this one. So this one has actually got a flat bottom, which means that it sits really well.
I think it's great that, because the other ones don't sit very nicely, do they?
I agree, like, you know, she can just sit by herself, and it's really good to be able to just sit her up. I just think she's so cute. And again, she's got the little crocheted eyes, and they're actually great.
I love them.
Yeah. So some of our favourite movies are the Paddington movies, aren't they?
Yes.
So when I saw Paddington come up, I was really excited. So I have made my very own little Paddington. So he's got his little signature red hat and blue coat. And then we found these red little toggles, and I thought that actually looked really nice.
I agree.
So I think that Paddington is very cute.
The coat's quite time consuming, isn't it? Because it's all double crochets.
And it's made up in a different yarn, like it's just a cotton instead of the plush yarn.
It's very sweet though.
It is. This one, probably one of the ones that's taken me the longest.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Because this hat is quite large. It's got quite a wide brim. But I think that this is just so cute. So next up I finished up my Alpine striped cardigan. So this was a pattern by Yarn by Beck. So as you can see, it doesn't actually have any sleeves. So I decided to just make a little sleeveless vest version. And then the original pattern only has one tie down the front, but I put 3. And I'm really pleased with the way this has turned out. I'll pop in a couple of pictures of me wearing it. But I think that it is a really nice cardigan. And the Alpine stitch creates a really beautiful texture. So I just decided to do a double crochet around the edge of the armhole. And then that's the way that the tie closure looks like.
It's come up really nice, isn't it?
It has, and I love the colour. I think it's really pretty.
It's beautiful.
And I think it'll be great to wear in sort of autumn and spring.
Oh, I agree. Yeah. I think it'll be very versatile.
I agree.
We finished the little Easter eggs that we started a couple of weeks ago, patterned by Petals to Pico. They're just so cute. They're just adorable. So we're going to make a few more, but they're just quite a quick little project, aren't they? Doesn't take very long at all.
So I've been working quite hard on my summer fruit pudding, which is out of the Delicious Crochet Shawls book by Lisa Cook. So the yarn that I'm using is the Patterned Artistry 4-ply, which is this one. It's so beautiful. And I'm using a 4mm hook for this one. And this is actually one of my favourite projects to work on because it's quite involved.
Oh, it's just looking so pretty, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? So I've made quite a bit of progress and it doesn't actually increase very rapidly. So that's where it started and then it goes sort of all the way down to there. So that's the way that it looks close up. So it's got sections of sort of shells and post stitches and then just sort of filet sections. And I just love this, and the yarn, it's so soft.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. I've made quite a bit of progress on my Amsterdam shawl. I've only got that much yarn left of my first ball. And I'm just loving it. It's just so pretty. So my stitch marker was down there. So I've done quite a few rows. And it's actually getting quite large now. I did measure it, but I still think I need to do more. It wasn't quite as big as I'd like it to be. So I think I'm going to have to start the second ball. Yeah. So this is using the Modavira Valley 8-ply in the colour Swan. It's just the most beautiful colourway. I absolutely love it. I think when I finish this one, I might have to make something else, get some more. I really, really like it. Yeah, so I'm quite excited with that. So we've almost finished our Gooseberry Fool, which is out of the Delicious Crochet Shawl book by Lisa Cook. We haven't quite got the tassels on, but we've finished all the bobbles. So we've got the bobbles around the top and then all down both sides now. I was just saying to Caitlin, when it's off, it's actually a really weird shaped shawl, but when it's on, it actually looks really pretty. So all we've got to do now is the tassels, which we will get done in the next 2 weeks, and then it will be finished. So that will be quite exciting.
So this is how mine is looking, and I'm really excited to get this finished.
Me too, yeah.
It's such a beautiful shawl.
It is. It's really nice, and I like the way that it is closed at the back so it doesn't fall off. So.
It's very practical.
Exactly, yeah. I am extremely pleased to report that I have my cardigan sewn together, and it's looking like a cardigan. So this is my long standage vintage jacket that I've been making. This is using the Bendigo Woolen Mills Classic 8-ply in the Ensign colourway. I am so excited with it. It's looking really gorgeous. So that's my sleeve and the front and the other sleeve and then the back. So it's actually finally taking shape and looks very much like a cardigan. So now I've just got to crochet around the edge and put the zip in. So major progress has been made.
So it'll only be just past the 2-year anniversary.
Yes. But I'm thrilled with it. Like, it's come now that it's sewn together. It's actually looking really, really nice. So quite exciting.
So I've been working hard on the cardigan for my dad. So I have finished the first sleeve, so that's all done. I've also started the second sleeve, but I have actually run out of yarn, but I've got more yarn on the way.
Yes.
So I originally bought 3 balls, which is what the pattern sort of said, and I've actually ordered another 2 balls because 200 grams wasn't going to be quite enough. So
yeah, it's taken quite a lot, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah. I am making the biggest size though.
Yes, well that's true. Yeah.
But I'm hoping that the dye lots aren't going to be too different.
I think you'll be okay.
Otherwise we'll have half of a sleeve that's a different colour and then stuff around the edge a different colour.
Well, it's the same as mine.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're too different really. And I can't, like I bought that a couple of years ago, so.
Yeah, well you've had it on the go.
Well, yes, so I think it'll be okay. And because it's more open, I don't think you're going to notice it, whereas you probably would with mine because it's more dense, yes.
Yeah. I'm really enjoying working this, so I'll be quite sad when it's finished.
You'll have to start another one.
I will.
I've made quite a bit of progress on my Vanna cardigan that I'm making for my mum. So this is out of the Crochet Gifts magazine. I was actually quite saddened the other day because I was all excited. I thought I'd finished the front, but then I realised that I'd made the stitch count for the small size so that it would be shorter for my mum, but I actually need to make the bigger size in the width of the cardigan. So I said to Kate, oh gosh, I've finished the first side, but then I haven't. So yeah, so I thought I had to do 34 rows, but I actually need to do 46. So, but I'm pretty close, I think, now to finishing. So that's the first front. But yeah, it looks pretty. And I think that the light coloured yarn, you can really see the texture of the stitches. So it's just the basic half treble into the back loop, but it just makes such an interesting stitch pattern. I really like it. I've always liked that stitch pattern. I think it's lovely,
and it's so like squidgy.
It is. It's a really nice sort of texture. However, the other thing that I realised was that I had worked out how many rows per day I needed to do, but that was based on the small size, so I actually need to do a lot more rows than I originally thought. So I'm actually going to have to really start putting this ahead of everything else, because otherwise I'm definitely not going to get it finished. So yeah, but it will be worth it in the end, because I'm sure she'll love it, but I'm really going to have to put a lot of extra work into it. Yeah.
So I've started a new project because I felt like while I was waiting for the yarn for my dad's cardigan, I didn't have a lot to work on. So I've started a Phoenix cardigan. I had this purple yarn, which it is an 8-ply, but it's quite a thick 8-ply, so I have had a couple of tension issues. And I'm actually a very loose crocheter, but I've had to actually go up a hook size for this to a 4.5 instead of a 4.
That's amazing for you, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. So this is how it's looking currently, and I'm actually really pleased with the way that it's turning out. So it's sort of like a self-striping-y sort of yarn, I guess.
It's quite unusual, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
In the ball, I thought it was more variegated.
I thought so too.
So that's the way the back is looking. So the Phoenix cardigan has these beautiful puff stitches that run down the centre of like the top of the arm, I guess, and the sleeve. And that is one of my favourite features of this pattern.
It really stands out in that yarn too, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. Yes, I've got yarn to make one of those, but haven't really got the time at the moment.
No, once you've finished a couple of cardigans.
Well, the cardigans, yes, I might start on that one.
So I've got 6 more rows until I split for the sleeves. So I've actually made quite rapid progress on this.
Well, I think you only started it 2 nights ago, didn't you? Yeah. So you've done very well. Next up is my hot water bottle cozy that I've been working on out of the Romantic Crochet book by Emma Escott. I have finished the second side of the hot water bottle cozy, so I'm quite excited. That's it there. So now I just have to join the 2 sides together, and you do something up the top to make the cuff. I don't know, it must be just slightly different, but the 2 sides are not exactly the same, unfortunately. The green is a bit more on one side than the other. That one's not as much green as that one. But when you hold them together, it's actually not too noticeable, because I do like things to match, but yeah, it's not too bad. So hopefully by next time I should have that finished.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love the colours.
The colours are really, really pretty, aren't they? So yeah, it's just the lovely, lovely pastel shades. Just absolutely stunning. I do have 1 ball left, but I don't know what you do with 1 ball, because it'd be nice to make some other project, wouldn't it? I'll have to find something.
Probably like a 1 skein cowl, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, that could be pretty, couldn't it?
Yeah, because that would be beautiful as a cowl.
Yeah, yes. So that is well underway.
So we've been working on our reindeer sacks for a long time, but I think that we're finally on the home stretch with them.
We definitely are. They're a labour of love, aren't they? Yeah.
Most definitely. They have taken us a long time.
Yeah, but they're going to be worth it when you just pull it out every year and use it. Yeah.
Yeah. So mine was already finished last time you saw it, but we have pinned the reindeer motif on there, and I just think that it looks so cute. Obviously there are heaps of ends, but I think that it's just so cute.
Oh, it's going to be adorable. It really is.
It is. And like the head is sort of off on a bit of a jaunty angle.
It is.
It's really cute.
So I still had the bobbles on the top to do, which are now all finished. It really elevates the top of it, doesn't it? It's really quite exciting. And then that's mine. So basically they're exactly the same, but I've got a different colour present to Caitlin, so we know the difference. And that you also got to put embroidered little stars on the top of the trees just to finish it off. But it's going to be so exciting when it's finally finished.
It is.
Yes, it looks an incredible mess at the moment, but yeah.
We're actually planning on crocheting an S and a C also to put on there.
Yes.
So that we can more quickly tell which one.
As motivation to finish our gooseberry fulls, we have our next project ready waiting. So we're going to be making the cable car gloves, which is a pattern by Nancy Said. Caitlin has made a pair before, but I haven't, so I'm quite looking forward to making them. She said it was quite a fun pattern.
It was so much fun.
Yeah, so we've got our yarn all caked up, ready to go. There's a grey sort of tweedy one, and then the pale blue, which I think are going to look absolutely beautiful together. So I'm quite excited to start those, and it'll be a much quicker project than the gooseberry full, hopefully.
Don't speak too soon about that, I don't think.
Oh, yes, well, with me involved, it may not be.
That's right. So I'm getting ready to start a new knitting project. So this is the Ciao Bella pattern by Lisa Overby. And it's just this really cute sort of like neckerchief type thing, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's what you'd call it.
Yeah, like a sort of quite a thin scarf that you tie around your neck. And I'm actually really excited to knit that. And the yarn that I've chosen is the Patterns Baby Dreamtime Merino 4-ply. So this is beautiful. It's 100% merino wool, and it's sort of in this mustard type colour. And I am really excited to knit with this.
That was actually the yarn that you used recently to do the Victoria shawl?
Yes, I mixed it with the mohair.
Yes, so that'll be really nice.
Yeah, so I've got, I think, 2.5 balls.
Yes, you do, yeah.
So that should be plenty, because it's only a small scarf.
It's going to be really nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. So we hope that you've enjoyed seeing all our projects. I think they've got a lot done this week.
Yes, hopefully next time we're going to have some finished ones, which should be fantastic.
Yes, well, I've only got one more week of school left, so once I'm on holidays I'll have a bit more time to do some things.
So until next time, happy crafting.